The other day I noticed that my 19-year-old ragdoll cat Maxie wasn't acting like her usual self. She was sluggish, she wasn't eating, and she didn't want to be around anyone. And when a cat is as old as she is, these symptoms can be a cause for concern. I started to worry and wonder, is this just old age catching up to her? Not 24 hours later, my wife noticed a big red sore on my 8-year-old boy Jack's butt. We thought, oh, he must have cut himself. So the next day we took him to the vet, expecting that he'd clean up the cut and give him an antibiotic. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. As a new channel, your support is very important to us. I thank you. Okay, let me fill in some of the details here. Over the past couple of years, our lives have been completely chaotic since we retired. We sold our house in Virginia, packed up everything we own into a 40-foot container, and shipped it around the world to the Philippines. We moved our lives, our 2 cats, and us in December of 2022. Since then, our time has been filled with finding a place to live, buying a plot of land, finding a contractor and an architect to design and build our retirement home, and so many other things as you might imagine. Through all of this insanity, our 2 cats have adopted very well. But now, as we approach the last 2 months of our house build, we decided that we really needed to be on site and oversee the final steps. That's painting, fixtures, appliances, cabinetry, you know, the finishing touches on this house. The biggest issue is that our new home and the house that we've been renting are about 2.5 hours apart by car. So for the past 6 months, we've been going on these 3-day weekends every 2 weeks to see the progress and meet with our contractor. But now that the finishing work has begun, we've been doing extended stays away from our cats. This last trip, we were away for 3 weeks. It's very lucky for us that we have a wonderful family that live around the corner from where we're living, and so our cats are in great hands and aren't alone. They're with family who love them. But over this past weekend, even though we've been so busy, we're really thinking about the cats. We really miss them. So we decided to take the 3-hour drive that day just to see them and spend a couple of days up here with them. We usually get a very warm and happy greeting from both cats when we get home. Both of our cats have very different personalities, so each one of them have their own way of saying hello and displaying their love and affection toward us. But this time, Maxie didn't really respond to us at all. When we walked in, we were immediately greeted by Jack at the door. But Maxie was laying under the table and she didn't react to us at all. I tried to call her, petting her, even offering her food, but nothing worked. She didn't want to be touched, she didn't want to eat, and after a whole day of sitting on the sofa watching TV, she never once came over to sit with me as she usually does. All she did was sleep. And my brother-in-law, who spends a lot of time with them when we're away, also mentioned that Maxie wasn't eating very much recently. That night, I slept on it. In the morning, we decided it was time to take Maxie to the vet. At 19, this isn't something to let wait. Their health can deteriorate quickly at that age. The vet gave her a thorough physical, which included a full panel of blood work and a full physical exam, you know, where they go in and they feel all their organs through their body. The results of both the in-depth physical exam and the blood work revealed that Maxie is healthy. Well, healthy for a 19-year-old cat. Each of the last couple of years, she's been slowing down a bit, and I suppose that it's just part of the normal aging process. But it was comforting to know that Maxie wasn't suffering with any detectable disease. With nothing tangible to go on, the doctor suggested that maybe Maxie is suffering from separation anxiety because we've been going away so frequently for so long. But I explained that this has been uncharacteristic of Maxie. Before I retired, I traveled on business for most of her life, and she never really had any lingering issues with it. I suppose that her advanced age might have changed that, and that she could be suffering from anxiety. He also suggested that at 19, she could just be suffering from old age. You know, just slowing down more. On the drive home, I felt relief that they didn't find anything wrong with her, but that relief was replaced by thoughts of her advanced age. My mind drifted to thoughts of possibly losing her and what that would be like. Now, I've been married for 10 years. Clearly, at 19, Maxie is the longest relationship I've ever had. I almost don't remember what adult life is like without her keeping me company. I was worried about her all day long. She was at my side the rest of the day. This is one of the great things about being retired. I have plenty of time for the important things in life. Here in the Philippines, it's our summer season. The temperatures here are very hot and humid right now. The house we rented only has air conditioning in the bedroom, so we decided to take Maxie upstairs to the bedroom and to sit with her on the bed and keep her cool. Well, since then, she's been eating, and she's been very affectionate with me. She even chirped at me the way she always has. This is the first time all day that I've been able to relax and enjoy not being worried about her. We're thinking that with the 100-degree temperatures, maybe it's just too much for her. We were just settling down and relaxing when my wife noticed something with Jack. Jack was walking by us, and my wife noticed that he had what was a bloody spot by his butt. We initially thought that Jack cut himself because he loves his bathroom on the first floor, and it has a floor drain that is a little bit damaged and it has a sharp edge, and we thought maybe he cut himself there. So the next day we decided that let's take Jack to the vet and get him checked out to see what maybe he needs an antibiotic. As soon as the vet saw Jack's butt, he knew exactly what it was. He called it anal sac disease. If you've never heard of it, as I never had, here's the detail. Cats have two sacs around their anus, one of them at like 4 o'clock and the other at like 8 o'clock around their anus. It's Jack's 8 o'clock sac that ruptured. What are anal sacs? Well, they're glands that secrete a material much like a skunk excretes. It's a foul-smelling odor that cats use in the wild to fend off potential enemies. In our indoor kitties, well, they don't have very much use for these archaic glands. Nevertheless, they exist, and they can get infected if they get impacted. For his time, Jack got a new butt haircut, a shot of antibiotics instead of pills, and a good squeeze of his anal sac. He should be okay in a few days. In fact, it doesn't seem to slow him down very much. But all of this has raised a bunch of questions for me. We have two beautiful cats. Both are older. Maxie at 19, Jack at 8. Both have been unwitting passengers in our new journey after retirement, moving to the Philippines, and they've been really great. They've adapted very well. But now I question if we're doing the right thing by leaving our cats here in this rented house with family while we run around preparing our forever retirement home. We all know that cats don't like change, so it was an easy decision to just leave them here where they've been living for more than a year very comfortably with our family. Why upset their daily routine living in all these Airbnbs that we've stayed in for the past 6 months? Well, that's been the plan. But what if what the vet said is true and my girl Maxie is nearing her end? How would I feel if I was away and I got a call from my brother-in-law saying that Maxie's passed? I wouldn't be able to forgive myself if I was away and I couldn't be there. So I have a dilemma. Do I take her back with us when we leave in a couple of days or not? Will the stress of moving multiple times in a couple of months be worth it for a 19-year-old cat? Or am I overreacting here and I should just stay the course of keeping them in this house until the new home is ready for them to move into? I'm actually leaning towards bringing Maxie with us. She's such an easy cat to care for. She's not very needy, and with Jack staying back here, she'll get all the attention that she deserves, and sometimes can't get because of Jack. I also think that being away from Jack would be a well-deserved rest for Maxie. He's a sweet boy, but they don't really get along too well, and he has a tendency to bully her around the house because he knows how to press her buttons. So it might be a win-win situation for us to take her with us. If nothing else, it gives me more time to give her all the attention that she deserves because Jack is good at stealing all of the air in the room when he enters it. It's been an eventful couple of days here with our sweet babies, and we struggle wanting to do the right thing by them. I would love to know what your thoughts are on this. Drop your thoughts down below in the comment section. I'm very interested in what you might have to say. If you're still here after this long video, I thank you very much. Again, please, if you haven't already, like and subscribe to our channel. It's very important, especially early on in the growth of our channel. And thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.